Hey, what's up guys? This is Tack with Northwest Knives and this is Tack's Take. Good evening, knife community. Tack here with Northwest Knives. It is a new week, and you know what that means. It is a new Tack's Take. This is where I take one knife out of the showroom. I tell you what I love about it and why you will too. But hey guys, before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification to stay up with everything knives. More importantly, everything Northwest Knives. I am going to be talking about Kershaw, a very well established, a very well known company in the industry that's been producing a great knife. Now before I show you the knife that we're going to get into, when people come into the showroom, some people come in and they, hey guys, I need a cheap knife. What do you got? I feel when these guys ask for a cheap knife, they're looking for that $20, $30 knife. Maybe it's a guy that doesn't use his knife often, but better to have one than not have, than need to not have. And I always tell them, we don't have any cheap knives here, but I do have a value knife. In my opinion, Kershaw is a great value knife. Bang for your buck, you're getting great materials at a great price. So with that said, I wanted to talk about the Kershaw Launch 6. This is their automatic knife. This knife is a lot of fun. It is very sleek, looks cool, and it is got hard use written all over it. So let's break down the material, shall we? So when it comes to the steel, they used a CPM 154. Now, a lot of the Kershaw, the other knives are Sandvik, which is an okay steel. But the CPM 154 definitely steps up. That is definitely where a premium steel starts. And again, this knife has hard use written all over it. You can get away with a lot of different tasks with this kind of steel. If you notice, it's got a drop point, but it's got a nice swoop as well. So a lot of cutting edge, nice little belly there. So again, with a very good steel and a good blade design, this is actually gonna go above and beyond what most people needs are. The handle, guys, it is aluminum. And if you notice, it's been machined to have some texture there so you can get a little bit more grip. There is also a lanyard hole within the handle so you can sneak a lanyard in there, which is very, very cool. Sometimes lanyard holes are in the back. I like the way where they put it here because when it goes in the pocket, it is actually in a very nice position. If you notice, because it's an automatic, the button there, it has a bullseye, little red. So very easy to detect and also very easy to feel. It's not protruding out of the handle very much, so you don't have to worry about it going off in your pocket on accident. I think it sits very nice and flush with the knife. In this angle, you could probably barely see it protruding. In this angle, you see it lifted slightly, but like I said, not enough to worry about it deploying in your pocket. The surefire feel on this thing, I mean, this thing kicks. Not an overly kick. It doesn't have a super strong spring where it's gonna jar your hand, but I think it's a very smooth, subtle, great flow when you open it. Same way with retracting it. I think it has very good retraction, so you're not really fighting it. You're not really fighting that spring. There is, on the clip here, guys, when you carry it, notice it's not deep carry, not the biggest deal in the world, so you're gonna have a little bit of knife showing there, but super, super cool as far as the design goes in the pocket. And then really smooth out of the pocket too. So when I talk about clips, one thing I personally do not like is a clip that's got way too much tension because you're tearing up your jeans. It's hard to get in, it's hard to get out. I'm not a big fan of that, so I need I need that in between, because if the tension is not too tight, a lot of times, you know, I've had knives fall out in the car seat because again, they're just slipping out or something bumps them lightly. Next thing you know, you possibly lose your knife. Not a good day, right? So this medium tension on this is perfect. Kershaw does a great job, like I said. As far as a value knife goes, if you don't want to break the bank per se, I say Kershaw all the way. This is US made. Very happy with everything they've done. Every knife that has come across in the showroom, we've heard great feedback. This type of steel too, again, I try to tell the guys that are just looking for cheap knives, they don't really understand steel. You may buy a $20 knife that looks really, really nice, but edge retention, at the end of the day, hate to say it, it's gonna suck. And if you can put an edge on it again, you're gonna have an edge that is not gonna last very long. So I always tell people, spend that a little bit extra money to have a knife that's gonna last twice as long, 3 times, 4 times as long. I enjoy my knives, so I have multiple knives, but for a guy that doesn't want to buy a knife or doesn't care to buy a knife all the time and wants one knife, I think this is a great knife. It's a lot of fun. Not only does it look good, but it's gonna work good. Let's talk a little bit about the size of this knife. So on the blade, we have 3.75 inches. On the handle here, it's gonna be 5.05 inches. Overall length of 8.7 inches. Now with an 8.7 inch knife, you are flirting with getting it into the larger size knife. I think this is a medium to large knife. There's knives much larger than this that are folders in the pocket. So again, for me, size-wise, this is a great knife to be able to put in your pocket but not feel like you're carrying this giant tank of a knife every day in your pocket, right? Also, it doesn't feel so small where I'm scared to tackle certain jobs because I don't have enough blade to do the job. So guys at Kershaw, keep up the good work, keep creating these great knives. Keep those price points, because especially with today, the way the world is, you know, sometimes saving money is a good thing, but you don't want to cheap out on materials, and this is the great marriage of good materials, great price. It's a win-win for the consumer, really. So again, guys, thumbs up over at Kershaw. Keep up the good job. We'll keep talking about your knives. We'll keep selling them, and we are very happy to have them in our shop. You can see them online at northwestknives.com. We have quite a few Kershaws. They make enough different variations in blade, handle material, color, so they have a lot of fun with it. So there's definitely a knife in there for you. Also, if you're in the shop here in Meridian, Idaho, come visit us. You'll see our wide selection of Kershaw knives. That way you can put each one in your hand, see what feels comfortable for you. But all in all, hopefully I've gave you enough information to make an educated decision if you're gonna purchase a Kershaw knife or not. If you're gonna ask me, I say 2 thumbs up, go for it. It's a win-win, you can't lose. I will have a new knife for you guys next week to talk about, but in between, I want you guys to take care. Keep using those knives, keep having fun. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about Kershaw. Let us know some likes, some dislikes. If you have questions about a knife that's outside of Kershaw, by all means, we love the feedback. We love to get back to you guys. So have a beautiful week and stay sharp.